Hey guys, it's been a while. Not that long. It's been like a week, I think. So like my sleep schedule does this thing where I'll be an insomniac for like a week or two, and then it'll spend like a week going back to normal and like waking up in the morning, going to sleep at night. And I'll be like that for like a week or two, and then it'll switch back to me being an insomniac. Recently, I've been an insomniac, but I've stayed up so I could record this video because I like filming at 8. Anyways, this is chapter 2 of How Are We Going to Explain to Aizawa That We Left His Class Unattended and Now They Have a Panther by Celestial Rains. Summary. All Might versus upset feral Izuku. Let the games begin. Sunday, 12:07. We fucked up. 13. Okay guys, I have an idea. Ectoplasm. Please do share. We're down to 11 days here. 13. So, class dad is away. Class papa is staying out of this. Where does that leave us? Class uncle. Present Mike. Oh, this should be good. Snipe. And who, pray tell, is that? 13. 3 words. I am here. All Might. Me? Power Loader. That may actually work. Midoriya is very close to you, and the other students seem to take comfort around you. 13. Exactly! So we send in Yagi, and have him kindly tell the kids that a panther is not a dorm pet, and boom! Problem solved. Vlad King. Should we send him in alone? Hound Dog. I think someone should go with him to help remove the panther. Recovery Girl. I'll be on standby. All Might. In case the panther hurts us? Recovery Girl. Side-eye emoji. Recovery Girl. I'll be on standby. Ectoplasm. Alright, so who's going with Yagi? Power Loader. I'm free right now, I can do it. All Might. Wonderful, I'll meet you in front of the 1A dorms. Midnight. And to think we were worried. Go get him, class uncle. Sunday. 14:58. Or 2:58 p.m. We fucked up. Midnight at Power Loader. Hey, why is Yagi curled up in the corner of the common room, rocking himself, sobbing hysterically, with a teddy bear, and all the while repeating, I've let my boy down, I can never recover, I don't deserve to see the sun again. Power Loader. Because a feral Midoriya should be banned from ever speaking, and honestly I fear for my safety. Pity All Might, and feel the need to buy Yamada and Aizawa a bottle of top-shelf whiskey after the things I fucking witnessed today. Hound Dog. I'll check my schedule and get Yagi an appointment. Snipe. Good God, man. All you had to do was talk them out of getting the panther off campus. What the hell happened? Present Mike. At Nezu. Feral Mito is making an appearance. Nezu. How exciting! Smiley face. Ectoplasm. Did you really just ping them so they could read what happened to Yagi? Present Mike. Listen, Feral Mito is a treat that my husband keeps locked up as much as possible, okay? So yes, I absolutely pinged Nezu. 13. I thought Midoriya loved All Might. Power Loader. Oh, he did. Whether or not he still does is fucking questionable. So I get to the dorms, and Yagi is there, waiting for me. We nod to each other, and walk to the doors, and knock to let the kids know we're here. Ida opens it, greets us, and lets us in. So far, so good. Apparently, this was simply the beginning of the end. So, Forrest, the panther, is curled up in the middle of the floor in front of the TV with several students snuggled up around it. I can't lie, it was cute as shit, and I kind of felt bad for having to break it up, but it needed to be done. Power Loader. Well, these kids, they had something else planned. And as we get a wave of mixed greetings from everyone, Midoriya just runs over. Power Loader Sensei, All Might, how are you? He's smiling so bright that the sun isn't jealous. It's playing tribute to this freckled brunette. All Might smiles and hugs him, and it's happily returned. My boy, good to see you again. I see you've got a new pet? Sweetly and calmly, Midoriya nods and continues, Yeah, on our outing we found them. His name is Forrest, and their pronouns are he, they. They like it when you alternate his pronouns. They like chicken, too. So, Kachan is making it for dinner. Did you come to meet him? Midnight. I know we're not supposed to be proud of this, but they're respecting the panther's pronouns so well, and smiley face emoji. Present Mike. Papa, be proud. Smiley face emoji. Power Loader. Now, see, at this point, I learned that stars don't come from the sky. No, they come from this kid's eyes and jump out into the sky to grace everyone else with their presence. I won't lie, I was ready to bow out and try again later. However, Yagi was not. He bends down to get eye level with Midoriya and places a hand on his shoulder. My boy, can we talk about, Forest? Yes, thank you. See, the rest of the staff and I believe that Forest isn't the best idea for a dorm pet for you guys. Midoriya's smile falters, and I swear I saw a flash of something in those eyes. The class has gone quiet. They're looking, but we stood strong. For then, Snipe. Oh no. Nezu. Oh yes. Powerloader. Yagi, being Yagi, continues, my boy, Forest is a wild animal and should be returned to the wild for them to thrive. Once Aizawa comes back, we can talk to him about getting a more appropriate dorm pet. Like a hamster, okay? Now, before y'all go and at Yagi for the hamster idea, I know it was not a good comparison. He knows now it wasn't a good comparison, okay? He was just trying his best at the time and said what most likely was the first thing to come to his mind. Midoriya did not take this well. His smile turned into a frown so fast I thought he sprained his face. Tears came forth and sat at his eyes like pools of my deepest regrets. Powerloader. His voice is trembling and his hands are shaking. You want us to send Forest back? But he didn't do anything. They're a good panther. You can't make us send him back. They need us. They're family. I understand him. Yagi sighs and stands up now. I know you think you're close to them, but they're a wild animal and need to go back. I'm sorry, my boy, but keeping a panther isn't realistic. Midoriya then shoves Yagi's hand off his shoulder and glares. And now I'm certain that I see something flash across his eyes, even if they're still pooling tears. I see, so I'm just full of unrealistic things to you. What? It was unrealistic of me to be a quirkless hero. It was unrealistic of me to be Nezu Sensei's personal student. It isn't realistic for me to understand Forest. Nothing I do without you is realistic, is it? Cementos. Okay. Wow, that was... ouch. Powerloader. That's not all. So now Yagi is in shock. The other students are seething because we made Midoriya cry. And we're trying to take away Forest. And I'm out of my depth. And for some reason, I try my hand in diffusing the situation. Now, Midoriya, that was a little harsh. You're allowed to feel hurt, but you also need to see this from our perspective. Midoriya shoots me a glare that made me gulp before he turned to Yagi. I didn't even say anything wrong. You guys are the ones trying to take Forest away. You're the ones who started this, not me. Young Midoriya, do not scream at us. At this time, I think, oh, this can only get worse. And oh boy, did it fucking get worse. Powerloader. Midoriya wipes his tears away and takes a step back before delivering the final blow. Majima-sensei, Yagi-sensei, I think you two should leave. I'm too upset to have a realistic civil conversation with either of you. 13. What? Lad King. He actually called Yagi Yagi-sensei? Midnight. I don't think I've ever heard him call Yagi anything other than All Might. Cementos. Ooh, not even a given name? Snipe. Boy howdy, ain't that right there the kicker? Powerloader. Yagi looks like he's a shattered wedding china dinner plate. Young Midoriya. Midoriya then bows his head. Yagi-sensei, I apologize for yelling at you and for disappointing you with my inability to be realistic. May I please be excused, he says, so flatly that I thought the smile from earlier was a hallucination, and I could suddenly smell caramel and looked over to see Bakugo had gotten closer, as well as Shoji and Uraraka. It was clearly evacuation time. I grab Yagi's arm, who is now crying, and pull him back. We'll come back later. Sorry for interrupting. And this boy looks up at me and is smirking. No tears, no shaking, nothing. He's fucking smirking. So I just turn tail and run because now I can now see that we got played. Yagi wouldn't believe that we just got manipulated and had been crying ever since. Present Mike. Wow, Nezu, those manipulation lessons are paying off. Nezu. He's quite the dedicated student. Recovery Girl. When he finally stops crying, make sure Yagi drinks something, preferably water. Ectoplasm. Well, now we have closer to 10 days to solve this Panther issue, and the students have essentially traumatized Yagi. This is going to be interesting. Snipe. So we're just gonna let we're just gonna act like Yamada isn't proud of Midoriya for manipulating Yagi. Cementos. Yes. And that is the end of this chapter. I'm gonna check how long this recording is. I could film another chapter. I'm gonna do chapter 3. Chapter 3. Summary. The teachers have a plan. Monday, 7:08. We fucked up. Ectoplasm. Alright, is everyone ready for the plan? Midnight. Absolutely. 13. I had to stretch mine, but I think it's going to work. Present Mike. What plan? Vlad King. Okay, who was in charge of telling Yamada and forgot? Snipe. In my defense, I spent a long time trying to calm Yagi down. Again, apparently Midoriya isn't even responding to his texts outside of school-related things and is still calling him Yagi-sensei. All Might. If the sun decides to shine on me, it'll only illuminate my failures and mock me with its warmth as I drown on land in my frigid shame. I do not crave the sweet release of death, for she is a mercy, and I deserve none. Hound Dog. Okay, mister, if you're going to be this depressed on Maine, then you're going to have to attend a second therapy session with me this week. Power Loader. Jesus Christ, Yagi. Nezu. I'll email a temporary schedule to everyone so foundational heroics can be covered, seeing as Yagi's unable to properly teach the class in his current state of mind. Midnight. Okay, Yagi's declining mental health aside, since it's Monday, we're going to try to teach 1A about panther care and how much work it is, and to see if that will dissuade them into keeping forest. Present Mike. So your plan on getting them to give up the panther is to show them how to care for the panther? Midnight. Okay, well, when you put it like that... Vlad King. It's similar to how we use pseudo-babies in health class for third years when informing them about safe sex, only a little harsher. 13. Maybe if we drill it into them that this is beyond what they can handle, it'll work out. Snipe. Power Loader, Hound Dog, and myself, of course, won't partake because we aren't their teachers, but we all helped with the research and how to move them into the lesson plans. Cementos. We're hoping this works because the only other options involve forcibly removing forest, and that will most likely not go well. Present Mike. I feel like I should remind all of you of the things that Class 1A has done. However, I'm a petty Betty, so I'll DM Nezu my concerns and wish you all well. Ectoplasm. I sometimes forget that Aizawa may have scary dog privileges, but Yamada is the scary one. Monday, 12:06. We fucked up. Midnight. Okay, lunchtime. Tell me someone else had a better time shaking the Hellions up than I did. I snuck some of my Panther aversion lessons into Show's class since I'm covering it, and they didn't budge. 13. They were unfazed in my class as well. If anything, Coda seemed to enjoy the scientific breakdown of a panther and what they eat. Ectoplasm. I used the weight of a full-grown panther in every other math problem. No fucks forgiven. Cementos. Nothing here. Power Loader. So who does that leave? Snipe. Kayama's modern art, Khan's history, Yamada's English, but he's not helping, and myself, who is covering their heroics class. 13. No pressure, but if you guys don't succeed, then we're gonna have to take forest by force. Snipe. I'll get my last wishes and testaments ready. Monday, 16:39, aka 4:49 p.m. We fucked up. Snipe. That's it. We're not going to scare these damn kids. It turns out they were paying attention to Ecto's class, though, because Kirishima, Shoji, Midoriya, and Bakugo, and Sato can bench the weight of the goddamn panther. Snipe. And how do I know? Because their spotters kept shouting, "Bench a panther, tiny dancer!" every time, and for the record, the entire class was listening to Tiny Dancer as they worked out. On repeat. Power Loader. Fuck. Ectoplasm. Do you think this is their way of saying they're not going down without a fight? Present Mike. Seeing as how my entire class time with them was based off of them asking me questions about panthers in English, I'd say so. Midnight. Why did they choose to listen to Tiny Dancer, though? Nezu. Smiley face. Midnight. I am scared now. Cementos. You weren't before? Ectoplasm. Can't we just go in and take the damn animal while we're still in heroics? Vlad King. Only homeroom teachers are allowed in the student dorms during school hours without permission from the principal. 13. I thought Yamada was always over, though. Present Mike. The kids have asked Nezu to let me have that privilege, and I have no intentions of breaking their trust by going behind their backs. Midnight. Sashi, please, 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 I'm begging you. Present Mike. Then beg. Midnight. Understandable. Have a good day, sir. Snipe. I'm in Spain without the goddamn S. Ectoplasm. How about we just submit a request to Nezu officially and see if we can get permission? Nezu. And pray tell, on what grounds would I have to accept such a request? Vlad King. Aside from the carnivorous feline that is taking up residency with the students. Powerloader. The drama? Nezu. Send in the paperwork. I'll look it over. Midnight. Oh, thank God. Monday, 17:15 or 5:15 p.m. We fucked up. Midnight. There is no God. At Nezu. At present Mike. I get that you aren't helping us, but this is cruel. Lucifer crawled out of hell just to offer me his condolences. I will never recover from this. Snipe. Oh, fuck's sake. What? What is happening now? What could possibly be happening? Vlad King. What's happening is that we all now have temporary permission to access the Class 1A dorms during school hours. Powerloader. Okay, that's a good thing. Midnight. Yes, it is. However, apparently since there's no immediate sense of danger from an outside source or to themselves, the students were informed about it and the cause as to why we need in their dorms. 13. So, Class 1A now knows that we'll be trying to remove Forrest when they're not around. Great. Just great. Ectoplasm. How is housing a panther not an immediate sense of danger? Present Mike. Because none of the little listeners have been hurt by them. Smiley face. Cementos. How did you find out about this? They don't seem the type to willingly give up information. Midnight. Because Midoriya texted Yagi. Powerloader. Fuck. Midnight. Exactly. And it reads, Dear Yagi-sensei, if it's war you want, it is war you shall get. The council has conversed, the council has voted, the council has agreed that Forrest is family. Come for one of us, you shall be met with all of us. The council has agreed that all staff, bar, Papa, Present Mike, Nezu-sensei, and Recovery Girl have declared war on our family. Therefore, they shall be treated as enemies of the council until all of them surrender. We concede, or the return of Dadzawa, Eraserhead, takes place where negotiations can be made. We do not intend to concede, but are willing to have negotiations made under Dadzawa's consultation. Until we meet again, Midoriya. He's crying. Again. Powerloader. For fuck's sake. 13. I'll get my last wishes and testaments ready. And then the notes is, war has been declared, and then that smiley, blushy, hugging emoji. I'm gonna see how long this is. This is a good length. 2 chapters is fine. Thank you for listening. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you next time.